Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are featuring Hamilton and this is the Hamilton Murphy 42. Now yes, I know this watch has been out for a bit, but what Hamilton have just released with this 42 on the leather strap here is a box set, and in that box set you also get the matching bracelet for watch. This is all in its blue protective film at the moment. As you can see from here, we have 3 levels of micro adjust and the twin pushers for releasing it. There, I believe it is spring bars on this. Push pins on this actual bracelet for adjusting it. So they also include a spring bar tool and a pusher for changing the links on there. So it's a nice little touch really. Suddenly it makes it kind of a bit more, you know, you can dress it up, dress it down, however you want to do. And the price is not bad either. I think the RIP is £1,040, but by the time you have the discounts over at First Class Watches, that can be lower than £850. And on the subject of that, I have got to say a massive thank you to the team over at First Class Watches Kenilworth for allowing me to review this piece. Lots of cool, interesting brands, many you know, some you won't know. So if you're in the Kenilworth area, I'd strongly recommend popping into the shop. If you're a little bit further afield, well, don't worry, I'll leave a link in the description and at the bottom of the page. Now, all I ask if you do contact them, please mention the channel. Now, the dial on it, well, let's talk sizes first. As stated, it's 42mm case size. The thickness of the watch is coming in at 11mm. And the lug-to-lug, for some bizarre reason, they have chose to make it 52.3mm. That's about the same lug-to-lug size as a 44mm Panerai luminal. So, but on a 42mm watch, it is a little bit strange why they made it quite so long. I'm not sure. So one of those things. The strap size on this watch, as stated, is 22mm. Now the dial just looks great. It's got this lovely black finish to there, and then they've got this kind of like faux patina kind of style there. If this was stark white, I don't think it would look half as good as how it looks here. Obviously, we have the numbers coming around printed on this dial. It is just a nice, simple dial. This is designed, after all, as a field kind of style watch. You do have these lovely cathedral hands on there with matching, you know, kind of aged patina to them. The watch does have, to be fair, it has a pretty decent loom to it as well. It's not too bad. It looks pretty good. Overall, I do like the dial. But now we're going to come to the bit which I think Hamilton they really need to up their game. And that's not really the crystal, but the coating behind it. We have a beautiful domed sapphire crystal. It is absolutely gorgeous, but the big problem is it looks like there's absolutely zero anti-reflective coating whatsoever. It made taking all the outdoor shots quite awkward. I had to try and cover it with white paper to try and get some half decent shots. It really is the AR coating is absolutely terrible. And since this is supposed to be a field watch, I think they really do need to up their game. It's a real shame. I know this has got a fan base and lots of people won't like me for saying that, but I don't care. They really could do with just upping the AR coating. As you can see, it picks up everything. You can see camera lights, everything. Just one of those things. Real shame. But anyway, the bezel itself is a lovely polished affair against the case, which has these radial brushwork. It does look good. There's no ifs or buts. It is a good looking watch. Even down with the case being as long as it is, because it does come down on these angles, which does make it sit down on the wrist a little bit better than what you think it actually would. It's got a lovely soft feel to it. There's no kind of like sharp edges really. It does look very, very nice. Straight line brushing there. Overall, really good. We've got a sign crown here. The crown itself isn't a screwed down crown, so it is just as it is. Goes straight into hand wind. Pull it out. Is there a go state? No, it goes straight into handset. Oh, it's just jumped out there. That's interesting. So you see there, it's slipping a little bit. So that's the problem. Whenever you get one of these watches and they design for a date work and they take the date away, it is quite a long distance for it to travel across the 2 pins. Because you can see there, it's not turning. it just simply isn't locked into the groove of the setting lever. There. That's all it is. It's always hard to make a non-date version of a dated movement. You always end up with that sort of like no man's land in between the two dips of the actual setting lever spring, I should say. But overall, it's good. It still features 100 meters of water resistance, and I say a signed crown here as well. As we turn it around, I haven't took stickers off. You can see on the back there we have the H10 movement. Now the H10 is basically a ETA 2824 where they've slowed the beat rate down. I think they've thinned the barrel as well to basically put an even longer mainspring in there. So what that means, instead of having the normal 42 hours you get in a 2824 and SW200, you're now getting a whopping 80 hours. But they do that by slowing that beat rate down. So instead of having a very fluid, this watch in the background here, this Alpina, you can see the second hand, it just looks so much smoother than this one, because that's jumping at 8. It's got the 8 beats per second versus the 6 you find on this. But nonetheless, most people get used to it and they've got no problem with it. So it's still a cracking looking watch. And this one does actually feature a proper metal escapement in there, rather than Dowring one featured in some of the lower grade Powermatic 80 movements. I did put this one on the time grapher though, and I have to say it was only pulling -9, which was quite strange. I did demag it, did a few things to it, but it wasn't going above -9, which is quite unusual for one of these. They normally are very, very good when it comes to accuracy. That might change over time, who's to say. Now, as we come past this one, as we say, is on the leather strap here. The leather strap is okay. We've got padding at the top there. You can feel it. And you know, the leather itself, it's a little bit tight at the moment, but I dare say after some time of wearing it, it would be okay. As you can see, it's got a nice soft backing on there, even down to having the Hamilton on the clasp and a fixed keeper and one floating keeper there. My choice, I don't know, I think I would probably have it on the bracelet, but I don't know, I still quite like the leather strap. It kind of suits it really. Overall, pretty good. Let me put it on the wrist so you can see how it looks. Quick zoom out here. On my wrist at the moment, I'm wearing the legendary Zin EZM1, the watch which started off the whole EZM range of Zin watches. As previously stated, Bob is wearing his Alpina watch there. My wrist size is 7¼ inches. Now, I'm not going to do the leather strap up tight because I don't want to mark the leather on here. So I'll just put it in there so you got an idea. So it does squeak a bit, I have to say. As you can see, it's a very big watch, but it does look, I can get away with it still on my wrist, but do be aware if you're probably under a 7-inch wrist, you might want to, the 42 might be a little bit big, but that's, you know, down to personal choice. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you to it at that, but most importantly, you all stay safe out there. Take care. Bye.